Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, plates. Oh, what's this red light? Oh, that means recording. So, good afternoon, everybody. Plates to race plates. New bit of equipment. I've got the Insta360 camera. So, we're going to take this for a ride. Take the dog for a walk. Get some nice underpants in the background there. Get a bit of knowledge about me. We'll have a bit of a chat. See where we go. Get a bit of testing on this. See how smooth it looks. But yeah, let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Go walkies. Hey, should we go walkies? Yes. Come on then. See you in a second. So one thing I've noticed straight off the back of putting this GoPro stick, well not GoPro, this Insta stick on the camera, is there's no actual button to press. It'd be ideal if I had a button, so then I can press the button and start to record, but obviously that's not a thing. So yeah, Insta360, get a button on your stick. Well, let's have a look where I live. How beautiful is this? Doggy for a walk. Hello, Reggie. He's not really called Reggie, but yeah. So might as well do a bit of talking whilst we're here. So who am I, what am I doing? There is a video, a brief introduction about myself. So yeah, 30-year-old, I've got a 3-year-old son and a partner. I've got responsibilities. I passed my bike test. Got my licence probably about 10 months ago now, and really enjoyed riding. Went out with the lads quite frequently, and they're a fast bunch of lads, to be fair, on road. I'm probably the slowest one out of all of them. But yeah, I just really enjoyed riding my bikes. Went to a track day, like I said on the other video, on a stag do. I didn't ride because I didn't have my licence at that point, but the lads were going around on CB500s, and I thought, Jesus Christ, they look good. Just little bikes, getting around 1000s and 600s, making them look silly in corners and stuff. I thought that looks like a proper giggle. So before leaving that track day, I actually bought myself a lad called Jack Tainen. If you search him, he's on YouTube, he's on TikTok, Facebook, so on. But if you search him, yeah, he's a good lad. So I bought his CB500 off him, and what a bike that is, by the way. So yeah, riding a CB500 around Mallory, first ever track day. What an experience. The bike handled extremely well. The tyres on it are Pirelli Diablo Corsa, whatever they are. Fantastic bike. Looks well, got it stickered up by, I think it was OC Graphics. Made it a bit more colourful because it was initially just black. But yeah, really happy with the bike. Didn't really need to do much to it. I stripped it down. Well, I say I stripped it down. I took the air filter out. The air filter looked brand new, so it must have been in that day when you were riding. Must have just replaced it. So the air filter didn't need anything doing to it. I took the fuel filter off, cleaned that out, give it a bit of a tap out. They're a bit murky. Some crap come out of it. And then what else did I do? Dumped the old fuel out of it. It was coughing and spluttering when I fired it up. It had been sat there for 8 months or whatever, so it was coughing and spluttering when I fired it up. I thought, oh god, thought there's probably moisture in carb or whatever else, so I dumped all the fuel out of it. Dumped the fuel out of it, fresh fuel in, a couple of backfires, and it was sweet as a nut. The oil looked like it was brand new out of the bottle. The brake pads, I probably got 1 or 2 more track days out of it on the brake pads. I've had a look, I've had a nosy. The pads, the front wheel was sticking a little bit, so I took the calipers off. Had a look, moved the pistons back in, a bit of play, and they were fine, performed perfectly. It freed the wheel up prior to me getting on track, and we had a good day, a really good day. I swear to God, my dog must have about 8 poos. 8 poos a day on these walks. Because he's full of it. But yeah, what a fantastic day Mallory Park was. So off the back of that, we've come home from Mallory Park. I've gone absolutely wild with it. I spent a fortune on camera. I say a fortune, it's not that much of a fortune, but it's for the average Joe, it's probably a decent amount of money. Bought myself the camera. I've got the microphone on the way. It's not with me yet, it's on the way. So I'll be able to clip that to my jumper or whatever. You'll get better feedback, better sound from it. What else? Yeah, I bought the gazebo, got the van. I've put conveyor belt flooring down in my garage out of it spare, so that's gone in the van as well. Tools fully kitted out in my garage. I've got multiple paddock stands, I think I've got 4. Tyre warmers, generator, fuel jugs, jerry cans, you name it, I've pretty much got it. One track day, all in, whoosh. Mrs. sits me down on the sofa and says, Nath, how much money have you spent? I don't know. She says, well, I think about 500 quid. So we sit there, work it out. It's more like 1100 quid, but it's all for the fun. It's all for it. I don't want to turn up and have something missing and be like, oh god, I need that. So yeah, loving it. So I've got Cadwell Park booked on the Cadwell Park is booked on the 8th of May. That's incorrect. Cadwell Park is booked on the 8th of June because it's gone past the 8th of May already, I believe. Nope, it's tomorrow. And then I've got Donington booked for my ACU license, my racing license basically. I don't know how soon I'm going to use that. I don't know how soon people jump into racing, to be honest with you. It's not really something I've done, but off the feedback I got from multiple people, I'll attach some of the feedback. I thought, why not? What have I got to lose? I jump on, I come last, worst case scenario, and I think, Jesus Christ, that was quick, and I get quicker. So why wouldn't I do it? All I'll state is, I'll do a video on this ACU stuff, but all I'll state is, when you come to do the ACU stuff, take your time on the website. It's quite difficult to operate the way I did it. I did it on my phone, probably better off with a laptop. So I ended up paying for the wrong license, ended up paying for flat track. It cost me another 28 quid to amend that. Costs 70 quid for your license. It costs nearly 200 quid for your ACU. I've still got all that to go through yet, so yeah, got all that to go through. You'll see that. I'll show you the full process. There's no point me really putting anything on about it until I've been through it, because what are you going to gain? Nothing. So yeah, how beautiful is today, by the way? Look at this. How stunning is this? Beautiful. Dog's loving it. He'll be getting walked more because I'll be vlogging on my walks. He'll be like, yes dad, get me out of that house. Probably should walk him a little bit more than I do anyway. So let's get him out. Get him out. But yeah, if there's any content that people want, just put a comment, drop me a comment. I know this will be on YouTube mainly. I have got Snapchat, I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, but Facebook's my personal. And then I've got TikTok as well. So yeah, I just do this just because I love bikes. I love bikes. I want to get myself out there. I want to open myself up to as many opportunities as possible, and I want you guys to come along with me. See how far I can take it, what I can do. 30-year-old boy on a CB 500. Just chasing my dreams, really. I think when I were a child, my parents didn't really have much money. My parents didn't have much money. They were going through tough times. My stepdad, say stepdad on this because he's my stepdad, but really he's my dad. Yeah, he stepped up, he came into the family. I think I were about 12-year-old, whatever, and he gave me the best life I could possibly have had. However, money was not up there. Not considering I had 4 or 5 other brother and sisters. So yeah, as you can imagine, a takeaway were a treat. Our holidays were a triptych caravan. But saying that, in this day and age, triptych caravan's probably about all most people get now anyway, because it costs $3 grand to get to Tenerife.
Gonna cost a lot of money. Let's see. How many people?
4.
Okay, 4 people, Canada, cost a lot of money. Gonna be about $6,500.
How about $50?
$50?
Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. If anyone wants to see, I don't know if I can spin this camera. Well, I can just turn it. Some cows in field. Some cows, some moo-moos. No? Yeah, anyway. So yeah, money weren't a thing that was readily available when I was a child. My first motorbike was I think it was a PW 50 or 80 or 70, I don't know what they are. One of them, blue and white. Blew it up, riding away from police, as most people do at that age. I sold it to a guy called Connor Wesley. He's a PT, so if you're interested in PT, have a look at him. Connor Wesley's really good, to be fair. Yeah, sold it him, I think, for about, I dared to say about 60 quid. And I think he sold it for about 500 next day. Needed rings replacing or whatever. Yeah, so that's about as much on bikes that I had as a child. I had a PW at the age of probably 13, 14. I got to, I don't know, I must have been younger than that actually. I must have been about 13. And then I got to the age of 16. I had about 4 mopeds. Seeing my dad have bikes sort of made me want to have bikes. He was sat outside with his ZX10R or whatever it was. He's always had something. He's never not had something, but he's just never had spare money. He's always had the Evos or the Supras or the Cosworths. And in terms of bikes, he's had the Ninjas and the whatever else he's had. The Aprilia, I think he had an Aprilia at some point. The Aprilia he told me about. On an Aprilia, scared himself and decided biking weren't for him. Yeah. Tractor, a bit of farming going on over there. Yeah, so he always had toys. He always had things to play with. And I never did. I had mopeds. I had I think it was like an Aprilia SR125 at one point, and ended up selling that. I think I had it for a couple of weeks. I joined the army, so that's why that went. Sat there and then joined the army. Oh, we're about to get run over by a tractor. Come on, let's beat this tractor so go on. I think it's probably Trevor. I'll give Trevor a wave. Oh, we've got a little runner. It's first interaction with public whilst I'm vlogging. So, look, Trevor going past on camera. Look, thumbs up. There we go. Yeah, just a bit of tractor action. What I gain from that is the public don't care that I'm video recording. I've never video recorded in front of people, but she didn't care. And I don't care. No, it's not affecting them, is it? If they don't want to be on camera, I'll not put them on. But yeah. So, what were I talking about? So yeah, my dad had multiple motorbikes, multiple fast cars, scared himself on a bike, decided it weren't for him. He now suffers with carpal tunnel. So I just spam him with bikes, really nice ones. He keeps sending me pictures of Harley Davidson, bobbers and whatever else. And he'd love to have one, but I think his hands are a bit knackered. So hopefully mine don't go that way. So yeah, I did my bike test with Wilson Rover Ride in Rotherham. Really good training school. Straight to the point, no bullshit. They'll take you out, and if you're crap, you're crap. Let's get better. That's basically what it is. If you're all right on a bike, they'll bring you in, do an assessment. Like, yeah, you can ride. We give you this many lessons, and then put you through for your test. I had a 3 and a 3 or 3 and a 4, whatever it was. Passed first time, no minors. Thought I'd failed, as most people do, full of nerves. And don't look back. Yeah. No. Great people. Fantastic little cafe. it's the Wilson Rover Ride that do the racing as well. So Gary Wilson and your racers, and that's who I went on the track day with at Mallory. Got to watch them in action. Yeah, good bunch, really good bunch. To be fair, all the family pretty much race or ride, and it's good to see, even when you're not riding. So obviously I'm in a different group to them because they're all flat out and fast as fuck. But just leaning on that fence and watching them come screaming past, it's a good watch. It's a good giggle as well, because it's like sons versus dad, and they're all in the same category and they're all flagging each other off, and it's a good giggle. And the good bunch of people, nice to be around, nice and chilled, nothing serious. It's all about just enjoying yourself, isn't it? So yeah, if anyone wants to do the bike test that lives this way up, South Yorkshire way, Rotherham area, they're probably the people that I'd advise you go and see, because they are really good. I'll do this section talking about myself. So, health and safety manager for a telecoms company. Yeah, 30-year-old health and safety manager for a telecoms company. Love my job, to be fair. Really good company. Yeah, I've got a missus, a son. I own a house that I rent out. I was 15-year-old when I joined the military. I joined the Royal Engineers as a C3 system operator, that's what they called it. Radio operator to anyone else. I was in the military for 6 years and decided I'd had enough due to travel distance and whatever else. After that, I was a prison officer for about, I dare to say, pushing maybe a year, let's say 8 months, somewhere there between. I did not enjoy that job. Not knocking anyone that enjoys that job, but every seat's got a bum to sit in it, haven't they? So, and it weren't me. I didn't enjoy it. After that, what were I? I think I was a plasterer for a little bit. I say I were a plasterer. I wasn't a plasterer. I was a plasterer's lad that could skim a wall. Did a bit of plastering. Probably did plastering for, I don't know, 6 months, a year. I've been a lorry driver for Eddie Stobart's. I've been a lorry driver for Armstrong Logistics. I've done all sorts of stuff. I've been a forklift engineer for Caterpillar or Impact Handling. That was the fanciest contract I'd ever received, by the way. I got a contract from Impact Handling, and it was like on Egyptian paper, sort of weaved paper. It was really good. But yeah, I didn't like that job either. What else have I done? Worked at Amazon after getting my tools stolen as a plasterer. Worked on Amazon night shift. That was a cushy job. I'm not going to tell you why, because they might look at this video and chase me down for the fraud or something. I don't know. Well, I were a naughty boy. And that were a good 2 months. Yeah. What else did I do? Worked at Harass Fencing. Did that for a little bit and really didn't like it. Good people to work with though. The lads on there were bang on. The like site manager or whatever, really good bloke. I then I went and worked with a guy called Tim, a really good friend of mine still, who TMM Group polling. If anyone wants any polls put in TMM Group link group. Yeah, TMM Group. We did polling for quite a while. He's the director. We set up side by side sort of thing. It's his company. I just worked with him or under him, and got paid really good money. Really good money, like silly money. Putting polls in until people started making cuts, and I couldn't stay for the money that were there. The hours that were having to be put in, and having a newborn son. So that got cancelled, jacked off, and then I went into telecoms. So that was part of telecoms, but I was in telecoms. I've been in telecoms now for like 6 years or whatever. I've been done underground cabling, overhead cabling, blockages. I've done pretty much everything other than splicing. And now I'm health and safety. So done my NEBOSH, done my IOSH management safely, my NEBOSH general, and my MVQ6 in health and safety, occupational health and safety. So I've been qualified now for probably fully qualified as in MVQ6 for a year, 2 years, something like that. Used to be a bodybuilder, used to be sponsored by a company called DJ Autos. I used to have help from multiple gyms, Ziggy's, not Total Rebuild, what's the other one? What was the other one were called? They used to help me. I used to work on their till as well. Yeah, so I've done it all. I've been the 16 stone 8 bodybuilder at 5'9", and now I'm just motorbike mad. I'm just drunk on it, pissed up on motorbikes. So I've got a CB500, obviously not a normal pizza delivery bike. It's a bit fancier than that. It's a race bike as such. If you could ever make a CB500 an actual race bike, it is. That's what it is. I've got a GSXR 1000 K4, and I've got an S1000 RR. So there is videos on my TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube on them bikes. Not me breaking them down, but just to look at them. S1000 is beautiful, to be fair. And then yeah, just got pissed up on bikes. Spent an absolute fortune on them. Didn't need to, but I have. And then now I'm at the stage in my life where I think, right, I want to race these bikes. I want to get on that CB500. For anyone jumping on track, yeah, it's all good jumping, thinking, oh, I'm going to get a 1000cc bike and I'm going to jump on track. You don't need it. Do it if you want to do it. If you want to do it, then do it. But you don't need it. CB500 on track around Mallory, for me, has got plenty of power. Flat out in fifth around Gerrard's Bend, trying to get your knee down, trying to find floor. Oh, it's a giggle. Yeah, hopefully you don't find the floor with your helmet or whatever, but it's just a giggle. Going around the outside of the big bikes on the corners or the inside, just laughing at them. It's a good laugh. 500 category, CB500 it's just fun. So I recommend anyone jumping on track, try that. I can't tell you not to try something else, because I've not tried, let's say, a ZX6R or a 1000 on track, but personally I don't see the need. It's budget racing. It's what I'm trying to show you. So everything's cheaper. If the engine blows up, it's 200 quid to fix. Chuck a new engine in it. You pick frames up left, right and centre. Wheels are cheap. I got a set of wet wheels. I think I paid 150 quid for a set of wet wheels with discs. So yeah, definitely worth having a CB5. Come on, mate. I'm getting wet. My back's sweating. Dog shagged. Carlton Field. Yeah. So, what do you guys actually want to see, though? I've been rambling on that. Joe, I'm quite enjoying this, talking to a camera. I think I just like talking crap, but what do you guys want to see? If anyone leaves me a comment, and I'll show you. Whether it be on track on the 8th of June, I'll focus on whatever you want to see on track. Whether it be off track, whether it be the CB, whether it be the setup of the CB, the parts on it, my equipment in terms of my levers, helmet, boots, gloves. Whether you want to see some content on the GSXR, which I'll show you. I can put the camera on the bike and take the GSXR out. Yeah, just let me know. We can do whatever. We can do whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Please like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to like or share or subscribe, so I don't know why people don't do it. One of my videos has got 1.9k views, and then I think it's got like 20 likes. I don't get it. Does that mean 1.8k people don't like my video? But they like to watch it. I don't know. God knows. So yeah, please like, share and subscribe, if you can do. If your fingers will let you press that button, be much appreciated. It gets the content out, and eventually it might buy me a set of tyres for my track, for the track, so I don't have to put my hand in my own pocket. But for sure that's a long time away. I love you long time. But yeah, sound. Thanks for watching. Mwah.